Hey everybody, I'm Johanna. I don't come from a hunting or fishing background, and I consider myself to be a novice. I have some experience, but I still need some help. I'm here with some of my coworkers from the Division of Wildlife to talk to us about different cuts of wild game, a little bit about what you can do with them and how to use them. Hey everybody, I'm here with Jaron, and we have some new proteins out, and I don't know what any of these are, so talk to me about what we have here.
Yeah, so let's go down the line, starting down here. This is pheasant.
Okay.
So this is a pheasant I harvested. We have a leg and a thigh on this piece, and then these are the breasts. And I'm gonna flip this one over and show you my favorite cut, the tenderloin.
Oh, cool.
So you can probably relate to tenderloins at the store with chicken.
Yeah.
This is the same way. Extremely tender, and it just pulls away and will make a great cut for the grill or however we're gonna cook it.
Oh, cool. That's super cool. What is all of this yellow that I'm seeing?
That's a good question. So that is fat.
Okay.
Pheasants have a lot of fat, especially down around their thighs. With wild game again, we want to cut that away because it's gonna add off flavor to the meat.
Okay. And how would you cook pheasant?
My favorite way to cook it is to fry it. So just like fried chicken,
Yeah.
fried pheasant.
Okay. That sounds really good.
Yep.
Any special considerations for pheasant?
You don't want to fry it too long, otherwise it can dry out.
Okay.
Being fairly lean, especially the breasts, the white meat of it. That can dry out, but other than that, just cook it till it's done.
Okay. And then it's like chicken and the legs and the thighs are dark meat.
Exactly.
The breast is white. Okay.
Yep. Something though to consider with not only pheasant, but turkey as well. They have a lot of tendons down in their legs.
Okay.
So you got to be careful of those. They're almost like little bones. They're so fine.
Oh, wow. Okay. Good tip. Which leads us to, you mentioned this is turkey.
Mm-hmm.
What is this giant piece? What is this?
That's a turkey breast.
That's one turkey breast.
That's just one.
This is like the size of my face. This is one turkey breast. So this is like the pheasant breast. It's going to be white meat.
Correct.
And you cook it in a similar way or different?
It's a little bit different. That's a huge chunk of meat. You're not
Yeah.
going to throw that in your skillet and fry that all at once. Typically with this, I would chunk it up. If I was
Okay.
going to fry it, I'd fry little chunks, but could be great on the grill too.
Yeah.
Low and slow, or smoker. Smoked turkey's pretty dang good.
And then is this a tenderloin? Like the pheasant? Or what is this?
That's the tenderloin, yeah. So that came from right here
Oh, cool.
on the turkey breast. So you can see, we'll get them side by side. The comparison,
God.
look at that. Pheasant
Wow.
versus turkey, huge difference.
Yeah, definitely. Do you cook turkey any differently than you would cook pheasant?
It just depends on the recipe, really.
Okay.
You want to get it done, of course, but don't want to overcook it to dry it out.
Sure. And then on the other side of this turkey breast, I noticed there's kind of a white skin looking thing. Is that like the silver skin on a deer?
It is, yeah.
is,
So
okay.
you want to try to shave away fat, connective tissue, and this, especially the silver strip here. And oh, looks like we have a BB on it.
Oh.
Want to cut those away too. It's important to check. You can see
Yeah.
there's a few holes here from
Oh,
when this was
wow.
harvested.
Okay.
Important to check and get all of those out.
With any of the birds.
Any of the birds,
Okay.
or even rabbit when we get to that.
Okay. And then I have to ask, what's your favorite way to cook wild turkey?
I would say in the smoker.
In the smoker?
In the smoker,
Worth the
yeah.
investment?
Definitely.
Okay. And our last one here, talk to me about this plate. What is this? Is rabbit?
It is, yeah. I was going to ask you if you had any guesses.
You already told me.
It's rabbit, yeah.
Okay.
So if you look at this one, huge hind legs here.
Yeah, okay.
They're known for running and hopping, so they got to have the big legs in the back. Smaller front legs, and just like a deer, they have some decent back
wow.
straps on them.
So this is one rabbit.
That's one rabbit there,
Oh, that's
yep.
a lot. What does this taste like? I've never had it.
It's, in my opinion, a combination of pork and chicken. You can
Oh.
tell it's a little bit darker than chicken would be,
Okay.
but not quite exactly like pork either.
Interesting. I see some of this, again, this white kind of silvery.
Hmm.
Is that the same thing as on the turkey breast?
It is, yep.
Okay, so
Just
you're gonna want to cut that away.
with rabbits, I don't worry about it too much because
Okay.
it's a smaller animal and typically thinner silver skin. Therefore, it's not as tough as what you would find on a larger turkey.
Or on a deer even.
Right,
That makes
right.
sense. Okay, and then what's your favorite way to cook rabbit?
Rabbit stew.
Rabbit stew.
So this is a perfect segue for the crock pot I got next to me. Stick
Yeah.
rabbit inside the crock pot with some cream of chicken or something similar to that.
Ooh.
Vegetables, let it simmer for 6 hours or so. You're ready to
Sounds
eat.
really good.
And the house will smell amazing as that's simmering.
Oh, I bet. That sounds really good. So this is a protein you would want to cook maybe lower and slower or for a longer time than some of the other proteins we've talked about.
That would help break it down. With any of these,
Okay.
you could cook it in a crock pot.
Okay.
And it would break them down to make them lower, slower, more tender. But that's just my preferred method for rabbit.
Wow, these all sound really good. I am excited to try them.
Well, we'll have to get started.
Yeah.